Shabbat Shalom. As you watch the news from Ukraine, it's so hard to believe that the Ukrainians have not yet surrendered or abdicated, that they're standing resolute and even turning back the tide of the Russian army. As I think about these Ukrainians fighting, I think about the story of Hanukkah and Judah and the Maccabees who fought against the evil king Antiochus and the Syrian Greek army. I think about Zelensky, the Judah Maccabee of our time, who with the ragtag army of the Ukrainians and volunteers fighting against the evil Putin and the Great Red Army. The destruction that's taking place is just utterly unfathomable. To see the cities in ruins, to see the destruction of the infrastructure, of electricity, of water, of other amenities and essential services is just heart-wrenching. In the book of Deuteronomy, we have laws about warfare. And it's fascinating. The Torah discusses who can go out to war, who must go out to war, and who is exempt from battle. When do you offer conditions of surrender, and what happens when they don't accept? And included in these laws in Deuteronomy is an interesting verse. I'm going to read it. It goes as follows. When in your war against a city, you have to besiege it a long time. In order to capture it, you must not destroy its trees, wielding the axe against them. You may eat of them, but you may not cut them down. Are trees of the field human to withdraw before you into the besieged city? Only trees that you know do not yield food may be destroyed. You may cut them down for constructing siege works against the city that is waging war on you until it has been reduced. Isn't that something? The Torah is telling us in warfare, when it comes to destroying essential property, when it comes to services like fruit trees that provide essential food for people, you can't just cut them down, even to engage in war. Why? Because it's quite simple. How long does it take to replant trees for them to grow again, to be able to produce the fruit that's necessary to help and to sustain the inhabitants of the land? In war, you can't destroy the infrastructure. So we think about what's taking place in Ukraine. And again, the destruction of the essential infrastructure of the Ukrainians, for me, is like the destruction of those fruit trees. The time it's going to take to bring them back. The destruction that they bring to the people itself. You know, when you conquer or want to conquer a land, you can't destroy it. On Shabbat, we're not supposed to destroy or create, by the way. We're supposed to be at peace with nature itself, with the world around us. On this Shabbat, I pray for peace. I pray that there be an end to the destruction. I pray that we are able to live in harmony, to be able to appreciate the basic values of society around us. Our hearts go out to the Ukrainians. Our prayers go out to them. May we all have a Shabbat of peace. I pray especially for Ukrainians. Shabbat Shalom.